Hello Manicure, it's Nono here and I'm back with another video. I'm in the mood for some nail art, but then again, when am I never in the mood for nail art? So today's video is a nail art video, but I want to share with you guys 5 nail sets that I'm obsessed with currently that are on Instagram, and we're going to take one nail from each set and do it on all 5 of my nails. I went off camera and attached all my tips, so we're ready to dive straight into the nail art. Let's go. So our first inspo comes from 323.cherry on Instagram, and when I first saw this set, I thought to myself, why didn't I think of this? This is such a pretty version of a French manicure. So we are going to do it on the index finger. I'm sure you noticed it's the only nail that is square because I really wanted to replicate this design down to a T. So I'm going to be going in with my meter cross brown jelly colors. I got these from Shien, but I can never seem to find them anymore. They are always out of stock, so I'm gonna try my best to find something close to them, and then I'll link them in the description box. I went in with 2 coats, and this is how the nail is looking already. I'm in love. I just think this color looks so good. To do the French smile line, we're going to be using the shade 0946 from Model 1s, and this went on like butter. This is one of my favorite brown gel polishes. I always gravitate towards it every time I want to do something brown and just like chocolatey. So I meticulously spent a lot of time on this smile line getting it right. I initially went in with 1 coat, but it was still a little bit transparent, so I went in with 2. Now I'm going to be going in with my cross stay nail buffer. I'm going to be using her a lot today, so I'm going to be saying that a lot. I wanted the nail to be a little bit smooth. It was a little bit bumpy, and the shape was a little bit wonky after the 2 coats. So I'm also going in with my hand file just to tighten that square up, and then I finished the nail off with a nice generous layer of top coat, and I just loved this nail so much, you guys. Here's the final look on this nail, and I am so happy with how it turned out. I kind of want to do a full set of this design. Let me know down in the comments. Moving along to the middle finger, this one is going to be inspired by savage_artistry. I am obsessed with this middle charm. Whatever it is, I am obsessed with it. Whether you created it or it was an actual charm, I don't care. I'm going to do my best to replicate it to the best of my abilities. And you guys know I love savage artistry. I'm just forever gagging at his nail art. He's incredible, you guys. So for the base, I decided to go with a milky rubber base coat. I'm applying a nice thin coat at first, and then I went in and floated it with a liner brush and just make sure it's nice and level. Tip the finger upside down to let gravity just level everything up. Second coat, I decided to go in with my pink rubber base coat just to neutralize and bring and tone it down a bit. And I love the combo of these 2 colors together. The base was perfection. After I was done curing, I quickly cleansed the nail because you guessed it, I'm going to be going in with my cross stay nail buffer, and we're going to just buff the shine away so that we're going to have a nice smooth surface to do all the nail art with. I'm going to be going in with my solid glue gel, and I'm going to do a cute little sausage, and then I kind of made it a little too short, so I ended up having to extend it on the nail because I'd already placed it down. I didn't feel like scraping it off. So I made another tiny sausage just to fill in the gap at the top, and then I used my silicone tool to really just smoothen it, and so you can't see the seam, and it ended up looking perfect, you guys. I made sure to cure the main circle for 60 seconds. Now we're going to go in with the tiny little hoops on either side of the circle. And I'm using my cuticle pusher just to tuck them in and then cut the excess on the sides. Again, I'm not really sure whether this is an actual charm or he created this like on the nail, but knowing him, he's an incredible nail artist. He probably created this charm on the nail of his client. He's just so amazing. And so I made sure that they are nice and straight and they're sitting evenly, cured them for 60 seconds, and now I made a mixture of black gel and top coat because we're going to apply chrome. I figured let's start applying chrome first, that way if it gets on the main circle I don't have to worry about cleaning it up, because then we're going to go in with our nice jelly orange and we're going to cover all that mess up. Now I'm going in with my chrome and I'm just rubbing it in, and it went on like a breeze, you guys. It wasn't messy, it didn't go all over the place, and it was just perfect. I was so happy. It was all going so well. Now I'm going in with my orange jelly color from the same meter cross range, and we're going to be applying 2 coats. I only show myself applying 1 coat on camera. Then I cured it for 60 seconds. The second coat, you guys, I didn't cure it. Then while the second coat was still wet, I decided to go in with my darker brown jelly color to start doing that turtle shell design, and it bloomed so nicely. I didn't want to like worry too much on trying to make it look too turtle shelly or exactly. I was just like, you know what, let me have fun, place them there, give them a few seconds to bloom, and then I cured them in my lamp for 60 seconds. They turned out great. Now we're going to be going in with my gold flat back pearls. I wanted them to be slightly bigger, I think. Like, I just wanted them to be noticeable, I guess. So I went for ones that are like a bit chunkier. I'm applying them on the nail just with regular builder gel because it was the closest thing to me, and it turned out great. I couldn't believe it. The only tiny detail, because I'm a perfectionist, I could tell that the 2 gold tiny rings are not exactly straight across. The other one's a little bit lower, but again, that's just me being a perfectionist. I think this nail looks awesome. I'm so happy. Ring finger, here we come. And this one is inspired by sororim.mirrors on Instagram. It's giving connected 4-point stars, and I've been dying to try this design, you guys. I would actually like to do a whole set of these, so also let me know if you guys would like to see that. I'm going in with the exact same milky rubber base coat, applying it the exact same way with my liner brush, but I noticed, you guys, that the ring finger is skew. Why didn't you guys tell me? I literally realized as I was about to do the nail art and listen to my reaction.
A little skew, okay? She a little skew, but I don't wanna fix her. I wanna leave the skew like this. Forgive me, guys, I'm lazy. I'm lazy.
I ended up fixing it, you guys, don't worry. But also, this is why I have to do voiceovers, because I act like a crazy person when I'm recording. Anyway, now I'm going to be going in with a thin layer of matte top coat. Once I've cured it, I'm going to be going in with this green palette I've showed you guys in previous videos. I love it for doing the airbrush effect, and with the matte top coat, it just applies so beautifully. I ended up loving this color on top of this milky white. It just looks so pretty. I had to go off camera just to map out where I want my 4-point stars, or actually the design that I wanted to go with. And so after I mapped out with a liner brush, now I'm going to be starting with basically a diamond shape where all the lines connect. And then I really wanted the lines to be extra thin, so I'm using my thinnest liner brush along with my stubbier liner brush just to help control the gel. And then I made a mistake, you guys. The mistake I made was that I didn't top coat the pigment powder, well, the airbrush effect, so I'm painting directly on top of that pigment. And so I ended up making a mistake, and I had to wipe the mistake, and I accidentally wiped some of the pigment. But then I figured, you know what, let's turn it into a design. So you'll notice on the final on the final reveal, it looks like there's actual bubbles there, because you know, I've just figured, let me just wipe more circles on the surface. But I ended up loving how it turned out. I think it looked so cool. Now we're doing the Pinkiana, and here is our inspo by only.fabs on Instagram. This fish spine situation over here, it's so beautiful. I had to try it, you guys. On my pinky, I went off camera with a nude rubber-based coat. I applied it the exact same way that you guys have seen me do on the rest of the nails. And now we're doing the French smile line. This is a custom, like, purplish blue color that I mixed using my solid glue gels. It's a little bit thick, but I wanted to go in with one coat, so that's why I made it a little bit thicker. Now I'm using my other pigment palette to just trace out where the spine is going to be, and I made sure to apply a thin layer of matte top coat so that the pigment just grips on nicely. I just find that with matte top coat, it just gives such a nice airbrush finish if you're going to be doing this technique. So yeah, try it out, it works. I decided to use my dotting tool to map out the design, and it worked out great. I just quickly traced pretty much along or in the center of that red pigment that I just laid, and then right after that I'm using my liner brush to start dragging outward on both sides, and it really did give such a nice like effect, and I loved it, and it was very quick and easy to do, you guys. It was all going way too well. Like, everything was just going too smooth, and I made a mistake. I forgot that my matte top coat, you guys, chrome always sticks to it. So as I'm applying this chrome, I'm realizing that it is sticking everywhere on the nail, and yeah, there's nothing I could do. And it was exactly at this point where I realized that I messed up. I messed up. I should have gone with the top coat, then buffed it, and then do the design. So this meant I had to start all over again. I had to file that spine off, I had to file the pigment off. I then had to recreate. Look at me trying to save it. No, sis, no, you failed, you messed up. So I went off camera, filed everything off, and I tried my best to recreate it. You'll notice now the new version, I decided to make the actual pattern a little bit thicker because I felt like it would complement the flat back pearls more. And this time around, I made sure to top coat the layer with the pigment powder, and then I buffed the nail, and then I did the design, and that's why the chrome is sitting perfectly now, and I am so relieved. It sucks that I had to start over, and usually, you guys, I wouldn't include my mistakes. I would just edit it out, but today I was like, no, let me show you guys that I also mess up. I mess up all the time. So off camera, I applied tiny dots of rhinestone glue in the center of this design, and then now I'm going to go in with my flat back pearls. I decided to add 3 big ones in the center and then thinner ones as we go along towards the edge of the design, and I loved it, you guys. This nail ate and ate and ate and left 0 crumbs. This nail is my favorite. And finally, we're on the thumbnail, and here's our inspo by m.aura_nails_ on Instagram. This lady right here does the best 3D designs ever. I have to try this one. It is so pretty, and I'm going to be going in with one of my favorite cat eye gels like collections, the Autumn Waterlight collection from Born Pretty. I'll have it linked in the description box. These cat eye gels are the most prettiest, and this coppery brown one over here, it just steals my heart every time, you guys. Once you activate it with the magnet, it looks like satin, it looks buttery, it looks soft. I am obsessed with this cat eye gel. I'm sure you guys can tell I wanted to go for that nice French smile line halo look, and it just turned out great. I did go in with 2 coats and loved it. Off camera, I went in with a thin layer of matte top coat because now we're going to start doing the 3D like band that our Inspo has. So I'm rolling my solid glue gel out, and I made 3 equal sized sausages, and then I placed them on my nail. I made sure to just place them all at the same time before curing. That way I can just make sure that they are all nice and straight. And then I cured in my lamp for 60 seconds, and then I went in with the other 3 smaller bands that go like vertically on the side of the nail. Now here's something I didn't include. I ended up not liking this design the way I did it. So off camera I started over and I did the 3 bands first, applied my mixture of black gel top coat, and then I applied my chrome. Once I was done, I went back in and laid the other 3 vertical lines, and then applied black, and then applied chrome. So you'll see here I did everything at the same time, and I just didn't like how the chrome didn't get underneath a bit, and there were areas where you could see the black. So the way I am doing it currently, I ended up not liking it, so I did it in the way that I explained. But overall the design came out stunningly. I didn't do my usual like cuticle oil because I was so excited to show you guys the final look, and here it is, you guys. I am so happy with this set. I am so happy. Interestingly, I love how they all just came together and look so cohesive. This was such a fun set to do. I love that I get to share with you guys my favorite nail artists at the moment and some of their amazing nail art, and they truly inspire me. And this set, I'm just like gagging. The index finger and the pinky is definitely my favorite, but then again the middle finger, but then again the thumb. I don't know. Let me know down below which nail is your favorite. I'm kind of feeling like I would really love to see the index finger as a full set, so let me know as well if you'd like to see it. We've reached the end of the video. Please like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I'm gonna see you guys real soon in the next one. Love you. Bye.